is Amber Brown, and I'm here with Culture Central, and for Black History Month, I will be singing Lift Every Voice and Sing for this episode. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the day that hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place on which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who has brought us thus far on the way, Thou who has by Thy might lead us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met Thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee. Shadowed beneath Thee hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. Thank you, Culture Central, for inviting me on this show, and have a happy Black History Month.
Hello, and welcome back to Culture Central. I'm Maldonado, here with the lovely Gigi Jones, and we are so excited to be back for another episode.
That's right, Isaiah. We have a great one just in time to celebrate Black History Month. And thank you to Amber Brown for her beautiful performance of the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
You know it, Gigi. We're so happy to bring music back to the studio, especially for an episode like this one. Now we have to get a lot into what has happened in the culture, Gigi. So with that being said, What's the word?
The word is the 2026 Milan Olympics. And if I do say so myself, I wish I was there because I really want to shop in Milan. But that's besides
Wrong priorities.
the point. It was a very interesting Olympics, a lot of stories. My personal favorite event was figure skating. There was a lot of controversy between the men's and women's hockey team, but they still both won gold. A lot went down. Isaiah, what are your thoughts?
I think it was great. I mean, we can definitely talk about the men's hockey team. Listen, I'll set all the off the ice stuff to the side right now. They did something incredible that hasn't been done since the Miracle on Ice. But the 46 years since Americans men U.S. hockey has won gold. That in itself is a tremendous accomplishment.
Right.
Jack Hughes gold in overtime. There's a lot of stuff going on around about the 3v3 overtime rules. Listen, all I saw was US in 5. Okay, Canada, we beat y'all at your own sport. What happened? It's called ice football now. That's what we did at the Olympics.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but overall, I really enjoyed it. You talk about figure skating. Alyssa Liu was the story of the Olympics. Oh my, you want to take it?
Oh
You
my
seem so
gosh,
happy.
guys, when I tell you I was gagged, I'm gonna start figure skating, quadruple everything. I'm actually locked. I don't know if you guys know, Pagula Ice Arena will be seeing me sometime soon because I gotta lock in. And something that I really loved about her was that she did it on her own terms.
Yes.
She took a break from ice skating. She came back because she felt like it was consuming her. And I think that's really interesting. You don't hear a lot about, especially Olympic athletes, taking time like that for themselves, coming back to the game and winning gold like it was nothing. She looked so comfortable on the ice. She was, dare I say, angelic. And I think it was really cool to see someone with so much personality be themselves on such a large stage and represent the U.S.
And I feel like there's such this negative narrative about sports being always having to be this super all in. And of course, when in sports, you always want to try your hardest.
Right.
But the essence of it is a game. You're supposed to love it. You're supposed to have fun.
Exactly.
The duality of seeing somebody like Alyssa Liu, who came into the game, after retiring at 16, being the first woman for the U.S. to win 2 gold medals at the Winter Olympics in 24 years. But then you see that kind of stark contrast and comparison to somebody like Ilya Malinin, I had to make sure I got the name right.
Yeah.
He broke so many records for the individual performances, and he did everything he needed to do leading up to it. But then obviously he helped the U.S. win gold in the team figure skating, but when he fell short during his individual, came in 8th, was the #1 overall favorite going into it. And he spoke afterwards just kind of saying the fear got to him, the pressure consumed him.
Yeah.
I think that mentality of just letting these athletes go out and have their best performance, that's what it's all about.
100%. And he's such a beautiful skater too. So I'm very confident in the bounce back.
Absolutely. But we spoke a little about some controversy, but we're going to skip to a little bit of a different controversy because, man, do we have to talk about the BAFTA Awards.
Oh my.
This was probably one of the most divided I've ever seen communities on the internet when it comes to something. John Davidson, a Tourette syndrome activist, was in the building for the BAFTA Awards for being the loose representation of the character that was in the film I Speak. And obviously, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were up on stage presenting an award when he had an outburst. He had a vocal tic where he said the N-word. And at least for me, my first initial reaction to this, and I feel like a lot of other people who aren't necessarily as informed with Tourette syndrome thought there might have been some malicious intent. I went out of my way, especially before coming on here, to do my research and be as informed as possible to find about something called coprolalia, with that just being basically involuntary tics of derogatory terms or actions, and that's what caused this. And while I understand, we should not be throwing any hate to Davidson. This is not his fault. This is a condition that is very real, but we can definitely get on BBC, and I know you have a lot of thoughts about the way they handle this, as do I, but I'll let you go ahead first.
Yeah, I think this was an incredibly complicated situation to deal with, and I think you have to acknowledge that before, even entering into it. But with that being said, things can have no malicious intent, but still cause harm.
Yes.
And I think that is the major key in a situation like this. And another major key in a situation like this was, like we talked about before we got on the air, was that the word wasn't bleeped out. If you work in TV, you know how important it is to have certain words not in broadcasts. It's not uncommon necessarily for celebrities to curse or profanity to happen on TV. The broadcast is delayed for a very specific reason, one of which is that. So for the broadcast to be delayed but the words were still originally heard and still originally in the broadcast that you could look up online until a shorter period of time later, that's concerning to me.
Yeah, I mean, nobody was asking you to chastise Davidson. Like, it is, we understand his condition. I know they issued a warning to people in attendance beforehand, probably still could have given a more in-depth one because so many people are unfamiliar, like myself, with Coprolalia and what that might entail. You saw Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan's reactions on stage, like really just taken aback.
Yeah.
They have a right to be offended, very much so. They should have received either a private or public apology afterwards, but at the end of the day, if the BBC and other platforms can censor Free Palestine, when you had the Davies brothers go up on stage and talk about it for their film when they won, it should apply the same way. If there's something that you believe is controversial and you want to censor it out, it has to go for something that especially could hurt other communities.
Yeah, definitely. Whew, that was a bit of a heavy one. Moving to, I guess, kind of a heavy one in a different direction. Tyra Banks and the reality check Inside America's Next Top Model documentary has just dropped. Interesting to say the least.
Extremely.
A lot has come out after the 24 seasons of the show. Relationships looking a little shaky from the past.
Went longer than Grey's Anatomy.
Women who are now coming out explaining that a lot of what they experienced on the show was very challenging for them, which I think a lot of us knew, but kind of hearing it in this light is really different. There's so many words here. There's so many different directions I can go in. But something that I really wanted to talk about was a larger conversation about how women are reflected in society, how women have been reflected in society, and what perspective this provides on that. For so long, America's Next Top Model was seen as the height of reality TV, the height of beauty television. So kind of seeing this perspective that so many, gorgeous models that were on this show struggled with mental health, emotional health, physical health because of the show, because of the relationship with the producers and with Tyra Banks and the other members of the show was really interesting hearing all of that now.
It's especially hard because with somebody like Tyra Banks, this isn't even somebody who was as prominent, in her heyday. Like, she's not our generation. Like, she's one of my uncle's celebrity crushes. Like, she's been in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
And as somebody as prominent as her, who has quite literally paved the way for both black women and, not to call Tyra Banks plus size by any means, but more curvy women, when the beauty standard for so long was always, extremely thin, Eurocentric features. To have somebody like her do the things that she did to some of these women, like on camera and in this documentary. Like, she had one of the models, Ebony, just like shave her head.
Right.
Like these are things that you just can't do when you are literally just like a pathway maker for people in your industry.
Yeah, and something else that was really interesting about that was how she said a lot of what she experienced on the show herself, or maybe some of the way she conveyed certain types of information or certain things to the models, was partly because of her own internalized relationship as a black girl and as a black woman. So that was really interesting to me too. But moving on, obviously, if you guys don't know Isaiah, he's a music buff.
Absolutely.
Every man that has sat in this seat has been. But
Shout
the
out
Baby
Mitchell,
Keem
my dog.
album just dropped, Casino. What are your thoughts?
This was a phenomenal project from start to finish. Like, first of all, it's his first project in 4 years. And I feel like Baby Keem's name has become synonymous with Kendrick Lamar. And I think it's for better or for worse. Kendrick has done a lot to be able to boost Keem's career up. But at the end of the day, he's his own artist with a very distinct sound.
Yeah.
And I think that this project showcased that perfectly. I mean, you have songs like Circus Circus Freestyle and Casino, self-titled, the actual same album, same song name, whatever, just to clarify any confusion. But those songs are super high energy. The production is just like so well done. The beat switches are intentional. You have the little pachinko slot machine sound effect in before
I
these.
love that.
Like, it just adds so much character and flair to it. But then you also have songs like No Blame that are incredibly real and vulnerable, and the hit makers like Dramatic Girl, House Money.
Yeah.
Like, the project overall was great. And I would love to talk a little bit more about the Baby Keem project, but we gotta go to our last topic, which is the Met Gala. I mean, I'm super excited about this, as I am every single year. The theme is gonna be costume art, with the dress code being fashion is art. That can be interpreted a lot of different ways. Gigi, give me your thoughts.
If you know me, you know I love the Met Gala, and I'm not just talking about the Gunna song, even though I am a Gunna girl too. I am really excited for the Met Gala, mainly because, yes, Beyonce, Venus. Shout out my girl Nicole Kidman too, obviously, and Anna Wintour's always there. But I'm really excited, particularly to see the directions that this can be taken. It's a very broad, overarching theme for the Met Gala, which, you know, historically they're pretty specific. So I'm excited to see what celebrities do, because art can be seen in so many different ways, from, you know, contextual art, modern art, surrealism, you know, sculpture. Like, there's so many different directions that it can go in. So I'm really hoping that, you know, the artists that are going to be there, the performers, all of the celebrities really take or make the most of this. And I'm really excited to see some really fun pieces. I do think there could be some potential flops.
Ooh.
I think the broadness of the topic and the openness to interpretation could potentially leave some people kind of wondering what direction to take it in, but overall I'm pretty excited.
If I see a single man just show up in a regular black suit and tie as always with a theme like this, I'm crashing out.
You can't. That's all for What's the Word. Up next, our very own Jaiden Hope took to the streets to check in on all things Black History Month. Take a look.
How we doing today, everyone? It's your boy Jaiden here with Culture Central, and today we're going to walk through the hub. We're going to test some people's sports knowledge to see what they know. Hey, what up, what up, what up? We're going to go into PRCC. Bound to find somebody in here. He look like he knows something. Come on, I got a couple questions for y'all. You good at trivia? You know your sports? Y'all a team. Oh, we got a team right here. All right. For you, we coming first. What's your name?
Josh.
All right, Josh, I got a question for you. So, Doug Williams, he made history in 1988 as the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And since then, only 3 other men have joined that club. Can you tell me who they are? Come on, teamwork. You can help him out. There's 4 of them. I gave you 1.
Russell Wilson.
All right, that's 1. Come on, Russell Wilson.
No, I'm trying to think of black QBs now.
Jalen Hurts. Who's a black QB that won the Super Bowl?
I'll give y'all a hint. He's won more than 1 Super Bowl.
He's still playing.
He's still playing.
Mahomes.
That was it. All right, y'all did good. I got 1 more for y'all, though. I think this one's easy, honestly. Who was the first African-American player in modern Major League Baseball? See, look, that was the easy one. I appreciate y'all. Good stuff. So who we here with?
Sid.
Come on, Sid. I got a little question for you. All right, so what player is known for having former NBA Commissioner David Stern implement a dress code because of his fashion?
Would it be Dennis Rodman?
That's a good one, but no, it's not Dennis
Nah.
Early 2000s, come on.
Early 2000s?
I'll give you a hint. He had braids.
Braids? Well, everybody had braids.
Come on. This is
AI?
AI. Come on, there we go.
Come on now.
Tell him, too easy.
Too easy.
They look like they studying. We're going to cut them some slack this time. I lied. She ain't studying. I know they know something. I know you know something. Look at her. Come on. It's an easy one. I got an easy question for you.
Hi, Bree Boyd, president of Culture Central.
We here with the president, so you all know she knows something. All right, come on. Who was the first African-American #1 draft pick in the NBA? That's your sports knowledge. I know you know your sports. It's not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Is that a better hint?
Ooh, baby, I was going to say Michael Jordan, so you don't want to hear my
Michael Jordan. He played for the Lakers, y'all.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. We're going to go with that one. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That's a great answer. We're going to test your sports knowledge today. So can you name me 3 NFL players that played for HBCU?
I don't watch football.
All right, we're going to switch it up. Who are we here with today?
Wisdom Moses.
All right, Wisdom. How's that Starbucks, by the way? All right, good. All right, I got a little question for you. Who was the first African-American quarterback to be drafted #1 overall?
I don't watch football.
You want a hint? You have to answer this. We got a good hint for you, too.
Probably name like 3 black quarterbacks.
Wow, this is crazy. I feel like we gotta get some good answers going. Everybody seem like they out of it. Like, what's going on? Y'all ain't trying to have fun for real.
Hi, I'm Ben.
All right, Ben. I'm gonna ask you, what HBCU did Shedeur Sanders play for before he transferred to Colorado?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
This is college sports. They said you know your college sports.
Yeah, I do, but Shedeur Sanders before Colorado, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you.
Translation: Shedeur Sanders is not good. So in 1988, Doug Williams, became the first African American quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Who are the other three?
The other 3 African American quarterbacks to win Super Bowls. Okay, Jalen Hurts, obviously. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Cam Newton lost, so not him. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson's the other.
Does Mahomes?
Mahomes, that's it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Look, he got it. We're going to take a food break. In fact, we're going to ask the people in the Panda Express line, see what they know about these sports. She look like she going to yell at me. He look like he just going to yell at me, too. He look like he knows something. What you know about sports? What's your name?
Dylan.
Who was the first black NBA player to win the MVP award?
Well, was it no? Will Chamberlain?
You know football? A little bit of football? Can you name one NFL player that has played for an HBCU? Just one. There's plenty.
If I were to guess, like maybe like did Barry Sanders?
Close. Think of another running back though.
Walter Payton.
There we go. We getting one. There we go. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
You gotta give hints out here. Hey. How you doing? I'm good. I want to quiz you on your sports.
Oh, boy.
What you got for me? First off, can you introduce yourself to the people?
I'm Justin, work at Sbarro's.
We here with Justin from Sbarro's. All right, Justin. Can you name me 2 quarterbacks other than Doug Williams that are African American and that have won a Super Bowl? They're recent, too. They're recent.
One was, I think, was from Philly, wasn't it?
What's his name?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
There we go. All right, name me one more. You got 2 options here. Russell Wilson. Steelers. And Russell Wilson played for the Steelers. You ready? I think you know a little something. All right. Who we here with? What's your name?
Yo, my name's Nick. What's up?
All right, Nick. I got a. Can you name me 3 NFL players that have played for an HBCU? And there's a lot. Come on. It's like 400 of them. Think of random NFL legends. Saquon? Definitely not Saquon. Let's try to give you a hint here. San Francisco 49ers. Wide receiver. Owns every record in the book. Jerry
Sandusky.
Oh, damn.
Colin.
My name is Bodie.
Michael.
What HBCU did Shedeur Sanders play for before he transferred to Colorado?
Jackson State.
Jackson State. Easy. I don't think he's going to miss. Doug Williams made history in 1988 as the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And since then, only 3 others have done it. Who are they?
Patrick. Nah, I got nothing right now.
Around what time, like year-wise?
I'll give you a better hint actually. He quarterbacked for the team that recently won.
That recently won? Wait.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
All right, NBA time. David Stern implemented a dress rule because of this player. He implemented a dress code because of this player back in the early 2000s.
Was it? Because of Allen Iverson?
Yeah, it's because of Allen Iverson. Look, easy. Easy money. Who was the first African American #1 draft pick in the NBA? First ever.
That's got to be like
It's easier than you think.
LeBron.
LeBron James. LeBron James. Is that the final answer? Do we agree?
No, let's.
Or something? I don't know.
Good guess.
Well, you said first overall, though?
First overall, #1 pick. He played with Jerry West.
Jerry West. Was Jerry West on the Lakers or something? I don't know. Yeah.
Lakers. He played for the Lakers.
Wasn't Magic Johnson.
He got
Couldn't
a lot
have
of
been,
buckets
but-
for the Lakers.
I did play 2K. That's the thing that sucks.
Elgin Baylor. Y'all wouldn't have guessed Elgin Baylor? NBA legend. Come on. All right, one more. Who was the first black player to win the NBA MVP award and the first black coach to win the NBA Finals?
Bill Russell. I was gonna say.
Bill Russell for both answers, actually. Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Ask me MLB questions, I would have gotten that.
All right, I got one more MLB question, actually, now that you say that. I think he's going to get this one. This one's easy. First African-American to hit a Major League Baseball.
To hit one? Oh, Jackie Robinson.
There we go. See, so easy. Easy work. Appreciate y'all. You have a good one. Who am I here with?
Carter.
All right, Carter. Who was the first African-American Major League Baseball player ever?
Is it not Jackie Robinson?
It is Jackie Robinson. That was easy. We started you off easy. What HBCU did Shador Sanders play for before he transferred to Colorado?
Jackson State.
State. All right. He knows his stuff. We gotta give him a hard one. Who was the first black player to win the NBA MVP award?
Is it Bill Russell or Oscar Robertson?
It's Bill Russell. All right, he's cooking. All right, this is the finale. It's going to really show if you know your stuff or not. Who was the first African-American #1 draft pick in NBA history? Just because you went 3 for 3, we're going to give you a hint if you need one.
Yeah, let me get a hint.
Played for the Lakers. He played with Jerry West and them.
Dude, why can't I think?
Minneapolis Lakers, them days.
It's not James Worthy.
Come on, you're getting close.
Nah, I'm blinking.
It was Elgin Baylor. I know you know who Elgin Baylor is. All right. What player is known for having former NBA Commissioner David Stern implement a dress code because of how they dress?
Is it Allen Iverson?
It's Allen Iverson. Yeah. There we go. We're going to say he went 5 for 5. I ain't going to lie. He was cooking. Good stuff, bro. I think we're going to order a refresher from Starbucks and also ask some questions at the same time. I think this is peak content right here. Hey, guys. So before I place an order, I need everybody to line up and just answer a couple of questions regarding some sports. Y'all are allowed to work as a team. Since 1988, only 3 black quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl. Who are they? Doug Williams is one. All right, I'll give you a hint. Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Sorry, that's 2. It's 2 more, though.
Is it early 2000s?
Early 2000s? It's 2010s. It's actually pretty recent.
Mahomes?
Mahomes is the other. One more. This is the easy one. One more. All right, I'll give you a hint. Think interception.
Oh, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. All right, that's 4 for 4. He's good. He saved y'all. Who was the first African-American quarterback to be drafted #1 in the NFL? People compare Lamar Jackson to him a lot. That's a good one, but no.
Oh, Mike Vick.
Mike Vick. Y'all gotta help him out. Now y'all gotta help him out. We gonna go some basketball questions. First African-American coach to win an NBA championship.
Doc Rivers?
No. Chat. No. Not Doc Rivers.
Can you give me the conference?
Yeah, Eastern Conference.
Eastern Conference.
11 rings.
Bill Russell.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually the first coach and player. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. He's good. He know his stuff. That's going to be a wrap for this edition of Culture Central Sports. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment your favorite part of the video. It's Jaiden Hope, and we're signing out.
Thank you so much, Jaiden. It's always a good time. The Black History Month celebration doesn't stop there, though. News director Hugh Kibera is here to give you the need-to-know on some prominent black figures. Let's take a look.
Hello, I'm Hugh Kibera. Now, usually you'll find me behind the desk in a suit, bringing you the latest news. But tonight, we're going to do things a little differently. In honor of Black History Month, I'll be highlighting several prominent black figures who have become household names and left a lasting impact. To start us off, we begin with Sidney Poitier. If you love movies like I do, then you know the Academy Awards are a big deal. Not only do they recognize prestige in film, but they also shape careers. And for Poitier, his win represented a major cultural shift in the 1960s. Born to Afro-Bahamian farmers, Poitier grew up on Cat Island until he was 10, and then moved to Nassau. There he was exposed to the modern world where he saw his first automobile and first experienced electricity, plumbing, refrigeration, and more importantly, motion pictures. At age 15, he was sent to live with his brother's large family in Florida. However, Poitier found it impossible to adjust to the racism in the Jim Crow era of Florida. It was then that he decided to move to, you guessed it, New York, where he would pursue his passion of acting. However, his journey really wasn't quite easy. After failing his first audition for the American Negro Theater due to his difficulty reading the script, Poitier refused to give up. With the help of a waiter who tutored him night after night, he taught himself to read more fluently, using newspapers as his textbook, and after serving briefly in the U.S. Army during World War II, he returned to New York and auditioned again. But this time, he earned a role with the very company that had once turned him away. And that second chance would change everything. In 1964, Sidney Poitier made history becoming the first black man to win the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in Lilies of the Field. It was a defining moment for Hollywood and for a country grappling with segregation and racial inequality. While Poitier broke barriers in Hollywood, change was also happening on the field. Decades before Jackie Robinson, there was Moses Fleetwood Walker. In 1884, Walker became the first black man to play Major League Baseball more than 60 years before the barrier was officially broken. But his time in the league was short-lived. As racial tensions grew, so did pressure from white players who refused to compete alongside him. Soon after, baseball formally banned black athletes. Walker's career was cut short, but his courage set a precedent. He stepped onto a field that wasn't ready for him. In doing so, he proved that the game and the country would one day have to change. From film and sports to music, black history has also shaped the soundtrack of America. Long before rock and roll filled arenas, there was Sister Rosetta Tharpe, a gospel singer with a distorted electric guitar in the 1930s and 40s. Tharpe blended spiritual music with a sound that would later define rock and roll. She performed with a confidence and energy that was ahead of her time in an industry primarily dominated by men. Artists like Elvis Presley and Chuck Berry would later build their careers on a sound she helped create. Yet for decades, her name was left out of the conversation. It wasn't until 2018 that she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Her legacy reminds us that sometimes the architects of culture don't really get credit, but their impact echoes for generations. And our next figure is actually one whose impact is still being felt and remembered just this week. The Reverend Jesse Jackson, a Baptist minister, civil rights leader, and two-time presidential candidate, passed away at the age of 84 on February 17th of this year. He first emerged as a young organizer during the civil rights movement, working alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and helping lead protests against segregation in the South. But his impact didn't stop there. In the 1980s, Jackson ran for president not once, but twice, becoming one of the first black candidates to seriously compete on a national stage. He also founded the Rainbow Push Coalition, an organization dedicated to expanding opportunity and amplifying voices that often go unheard. So tonight, as we honor Black History Month, we remember Jesse Jackson not just for the campaigns he ran, but for the doors he helped open. Film, sports, music, politics. It's evident that African Americans have overcome adversity time and time again, creating something remarkable in the process: hope. As you wrap up tonight, I want to highlight some items you may not know were invented by African Americans. All right, now walk with me here. I would play this for you guys tonight, but I got a time limit, so I'm gonna just keep this here. But the acoustic guitar was an instrument that I've been wanting to learn for probably a year now and has been collecting a lot of dust. But it was revolutionized by Robert J. Fleming. And while the guitar had already existed for centuries, Fleming's design introduced elements that influenced the modern acoustic guitar. And while I still have you guys here, we're gonna take a look at something we use every single day: the light switch. I bet most of you don't even know who helped invent this, because I didn't. One of the key figures behind making the light bulb practical and long-lasting was Lewis Howard Latimer. In the late 1800s, Latimer improved the filament design, making light bulbs more durable and accessible. He also worked alongside Thomas Edison as the only black member of his engineering team. And like so many others we've highlighted tonight, his impact lit the way for generations to come. Now, I would love to sit here and talk about so many other prominent black figures, but that is all for this edition of Culture Central. I'm Hugh Kibera. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check back for more great content.
Thank you, Hugh, and thank you for educating us on some amazing black figures. To see more content like that, be sure to head to our Instagram, where Mitchell Brown will be doing just the same. That's a wrap for today. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for more great content.
Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything else. I'm Isaiah Maldonado.
And I'm Gigi Jones. For The Culture,
we are
Culture Central.